Hello again, me carpy friends. Back on the bank again, chasing these big carp. Hopefully it's big carp this week. Last week's was only a baby one, a little stocky like, but still got the easterly wind, but it's loads milder than last week. I must admit, it was 12 degrees, so at least we're in double figures now. It was proper cold last week, the wind. Sun's starting to break through. It's my birthday week this week, so I've put 2 nights holiday in from work and I've come down here for a couple of nights, celebrate my birthday coming up, which is in 4 days time, so really looking forward to that. But main thing is to get these rods out and try and catch us a whacker or two in it. So I'm going to get set up and I'll show you around in a bit. Right then, now we're making progress. House is up, everything's sorted. Rods are out on my normal 3 spots that I fish in this swim. As you can see, I'm back on Deepings again, and I've gone back in windy swim again, which I caught the 2 fish from before, the mirror and the common. Brace the 20s out of here, so gone back in here again. Like I say, with this easterly wind, I want to be on the back of the easterly wind. Like I say, I've got the 3 rods out, and for a change this trip, I'm just going to fish singles on all 3 rods for about 4 or 5 hours. So I'm just turning up, banging 3 rods out, and to see what happens really on my normal spots, rather than turn up and spom and blink and everything else, make a massive disturbance as soon as you get here. So just trying a different tack this time, just to see if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's always worth a try, you just don't know. Might catch me a bonus fish. Oh, there's a beep. But like I say, yeah, in windy again. All my regular subscribers and viewers will know windy. My favourite bar spot. Bar runs from this to there, to that island over there. I've got one out in open water, roughly about there. And my usual, as I call it, my snidey rod is over the left hand side of my swim, to give us loads of spare space in the middle to save for landing fish. And that's it, roughly 17 wraps towards, let's have a look, that big tree there. That's in between 2 weed beds. So it's just a matter of sitting back, watching the lake. If any fish show, obviously I'll put a bait on it. If they don't, I'll just start again, get the spom out. Boilie approach again this trip. Not sure whether I already mentioned that, because like I say, these big girls must be feeding shortly. But as it is at the moment, it looks absolutely bang on for it. But all we can do is sit and wait, or sit and bait as some people say. How corny is that? Right, I love you and leave you. Go up for some dinner and a cup of tea, and I'll speak to you soon.
That's good.
checked the forecast for this week. It's certainly warming up. It's a shame I wasn't fishing the weekend. 20 degrees, 21 degrees, 19. Happy days. That's got to get the big ones on the move. Oh well, see what this week brings. Still looks promising. I kept meaning to show you some bits I got off Ben Redley, Neen Valley kettles. After getting my kettle done, which I was absolutely over the moon with, it just looks the absolute dogs. I got some spoons sent through, some teaspoons. I got a pair for me and one for Archie. Match me kettle and our 2 cups, so happy days. Yeah, I'll just show you them now. Looks absolutely class. I think they're in black stainless steel, so they should last forever within reason, like. Absolutely spot on. Check them out, how good are them? I got a common and a mirror, and actually got a mirror on his. See, we've got our names on the handles as well, so they don't get mixed up. Happy days. Absolutely top quality work. Super talented. It's a proper skill, that. Really impressed. Nice one, Ben. Cheers, fella. Well, that's all the graft done for the day. That's a big fish comes along, of course. Redone all 3 rods. Excuse me. Spommed over that one. Load of boilie over that one. Middle rod, same again. Plenty of boilie with a few chops mixed in. Try and get them grubbing about a bit. And I put one on the bar, just on a single. No swans eat today for some reason. They aren't here, they've gone, but you never know when they're going to turn up again, so it's pointless putting any bait out just yet. If they aren't back by in the morning, I'll put some bait on that bar. It's supposed to be 18 degrees tomorrow, so that bar's the shallowest water in the lake, so should warm up first. Hopefully, anyway. Might get a few cruising over the top of that bar, which might pick up that right hand rod. But yep, that's everything done now, all sorted for the night. Start with something to eat. Tonight's delights, I've got a salmon and green pepper sushi box. Don't mind a bit of sushi, I must admit. Love it or hate it, I must admit. Some people think it's disgusting, but I don't mind it. Bit of soy sauce over the top and everything, really nice. And the highly recommended fat-free strawberry protein, 22 grams per pot. It's actually a soft cheese and yoghurt. That's why the protein's so high in it, I think, from the soft cheese rather than the yoghurt. So both highly recommended. Really looking forward to them. And then hopefully, you never know, you might even bag a whacker. Fingers are always crossed, just in case. So that's it, I'm going to crack on, have this bit of scoff, and I'll get back to you later if anything occurs. Right, just having a chill by the rods, just sat watching the water. Nothing as yet, like, totally dead, not seeing a single fish. Turned proper chilly again, cold wind and that. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow though, so never know. So having a quick protein drink and some multigrain bites. Just chilling, living the dream. Other than goddamn geese I keep fighting all the time. Right, I'm going to crack on, I'm going to have these, redo one of my rods, and that's it for the night. Hopefully I'll see you during the night, if not, I'll see you all again in the morning. Cheers now. Good morning everyone. Nothing to report, I'm afraid, in the Carpy front. Yep, just the geese shouting all blooming night and fighting. Scary face morning as well, look at that. Oh, good lord. Nice, but by the looks of things, it's going to be a nice day. Yeah, there's the old currant bun coming up. If you can see it on the camera that well, like. A bit of sunrise over there. But them rods are in the water, so we're housing with a chance. I'm hoping it gets to be a nice warm day, same as it was forecast. I might start going over that bar again in the shallow water, but only time will tell. Time for a brew, bit of porridge. I'll speak to you all again soon. Cheers now. Well, that's breakfast done. I've redone the bar on the rod, the rod bar, because I got nailed by a blooming mallard of all things. Got mallards diving on the spot now. Other than that, nothing to report. Really quiet. The wind's turned a bit, which is in my favour a bit. It's gone more northeasterly now, so that's a bit better. Sun's out still, so a couple of degrees warmer than what it's been. So just sit it out, that's all we can do, just sit and wait. All down to the fish, just chilling. Nice bit of sunshine and a cup of tea. I'll get back to you later if anything occurs.
I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself, I've been losing myself.
Well then, latest update is I've had my lunch, which I really enjoyed, and I've redone all the rods. The middle rod to the base of the bar, I put about 15 spoms on that one, I think, roughly. There's been a fair few fish shown, like further down the lake if you like. They're all small ones at the moment, so I'm still hoping these big girls are going to be about. So on that middle rod, there's a good bed of bait out there for if they fancy a trough like. Hopefully one of them might be drawn down to it. Just got to wait and see, haven't we? Bar rod's still the same, getting chewed by the ducks, all part and parcel of being on the shallow water. But as you can see, the sun's out again still, and it's really warm. Even though it's a easterly wind, the actual heat from the sun is really warm, so that could spur things on as well, which is all good news. It's all looking more promising than what it did, say, yesterday when the wind was absolutely bitter. I've been through my diary again today, and it is only really early for here still. Last year I had one April the 28th. It was a 29-pound mirror, and it's only April the 17th at the moment, and I didn't catch my first big fish, which was a 40 plus, until first week in May. So we are still really early for here, especially with these easterly winds. But I'm sure after this week, with it going to 20 degrees at the weekend, which is like 3 or 4 days time, that's got to get them on the feed again. It has to, surely. All of nature's come to life, a load of caddis about, that sort of thing, all coming out the water. So yeah, it's all looking promising. So as usual, fingers are firmly crossed, and see what the old carp gods bring us. Hopefully a whacker. Just something half decent would do. Not being greedy, I'd even settle for one, but just got to keep plugging away. That's all we can do. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Any more news I'll get back to you. If not, I'll speak to you after tea. Cheers for now. Just Mother Coot teaching the young ones to dive and feed. Looks the part now, but won't be in 6 weeks time when they're diving all over my blooming baited spot. God, gotta love a bit of nature. Really good parents, gotta admit. Oh, there's another one coming over. Feed me now. Well, nothing to report really. Redone all the rods. Not sure whether I said that earlier. Had me tea. That's about it really. I've moved the bar rod, I haven't said that. Been getting battered by the Binton mallards and red-breasted potchards, I believe they're called. So I've moved that rod and I've put it onto a spot straight out in front of me. Had a visit from a good friend of mine, Mark Parrish, who had a good hit last week, I believe, or could have been a week and a half ago now. Had the big girl out to the same swim, so he's put me onto a good spot hopefully. Put half a dozen spoms on that for now. I'll put some more out later. See how that one goes. It's a it's a proven and tried area, and the fish I visited, Nick, like I say, you had a few good fish off it, whereas the bar's just been totally devoid of fish, no signs or anything. Even though it's only 3 foot, you normally see him cruising about when the sun's out. The sun's been out, it's been a nice day, but it's still that cold wind, so I think that's what's keeping them down a bit. So I'm all ready for the night. So just as usual, all fingers are crossed, see what tonight brings. See if my new spot works. That's all I've got to say really. Been an enjoyable day, just chilling. Like I say, I've had a few visitors as well. Had a good chat with the owner, Phil, top fella. Like you say, Mark came down to have a quick visit as well, so yeah, it's been a good day, all in all. All we're here now is a humongous carp. That would just finish the day off nice, that. Sun's still out behind patchy cloud, but it's still pleasant. Like I say, the wind's come behind us now, so it's ideal for me. 2 people on the far bank are getting a bit battered by the wind. It'll soon turn cold over there once the sun goes down as well, so good choice to swim, I think, for me. So just see how we go, and I'll get back to you during the night if I'm lucky enough to catch something. If not, I'll see you all again in the morning. Cheers for now. Good morning everybody. Got ourselves a little chunk. It's only a baby again. They'll come, don't worry, they'll come. This little 14-pound common, little chunky thing. Absolutely mint fish. Not the biggest in the world, but we'll have them. At 3:30 in the morning, it's foggy as. She'll do. There we go. Perfect fish, absolutely perfect. Just want a grandma now, don't we? But still, it's a fish, it's a bite. Slowly ticking them off. They're one of Deepings' new stockies. Only been in about a month now, so bound to be on the munch, aren't they? I'll settle for that for now. Happy days. Right, I gotta put back. Feisty thing. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Only a baby. But future of Deepings, new stocky. Only been in, like I say, about 3 weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. So they're bound to go on the munch. Put a pea super out there. It's freezing cold. My hands are blinking bolty holding that fish. It's like a blooming block of ice. Wouldn't think it was April. God. But not to worry. It's a start. It's a fish. That's what we come for. And big girls will come soon, without a shadow of a doubt. Right, I'm going to crack on. Try and get this rod out. Got no sight markers. That's the only problem. I'm out there to redo the rod because it's, like I say, pea super and 3:30 in the morning. So best of luck with that one. I'll redo it again at first light. But I'll chuck it back out over in the general direction for the time being. Right, catch you in a bit.
If the kingdom's overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling.
Good morning, me carpy friends. Not a bad fish. Half decent night. Not complaining at that. Still not a big girl, but like I keep saying, they'll come. Not to worry. As you can see behind me, it's still quite a misty morning. Check that out. Yeah, it was a nice warm day yesterday, even though it was a cold wind still. And obviously chilled right down last night. Hence this proper mist. Like I say, when I was playing that fish this morning, phew, God, I was soaked. Proper damp. But it's one more in the bag. We're getting closer and closer to these big girls, so time for a cup of tea, I think. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Cheers for now. Hiya everyone. Just a quick tip I think I wouldn't mind sharing with you. It's not gospel, it doesn't always work. But I did a change of tactics last night on the rod that caught me the fish, so whether there's anything in it, I don't know. What it was alternative coloured bait over the main bed of bait. Now the normal boilie that I've been putting out's been the prime, as you know, which is like a brown. It's just a shame it's sunny at the moment, like. But what I did was I put out a Vitalac bait over the top, which is a creamy white colour, which obviously stands out on the brown bait. Like I say, I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on the camera because it is quite bright and sunny. But the plan is that as the fish come in and the big buffet is laid out for them, if you like, they see this bright bait in the middle. Hopefully they'll home straight in on that and pick that up, just like a cream cake on the buffet, I suppose. Something that stands out and you think, well, that looks alright, I'll give that a go. And hopefully that's how it worked last night. Another alternative over the darker baits is obviously nice bright fluoro pop-up. Well, that one really stands out, doesn't it? So the plan is, like I say, for him to just home in on that and nail that first rather than just go and trough all the normal ones, which I think is a really good tip in the spring as opposed to during the summer. In the summer months I always try and match the hatch, as they call it, have the same colour bait as the boilies and stuff, but even then you can always try it. It's always worth a go, you just never know. Just something different to try. Bright baits over your dark main baits. You see, I don't know how this sun's, well, it's going to show up in the sunlight, but yep, worth giving a go. Worked last night. That's the rod that went, so who knows, always worth a try. So I'd share that with you. Cheers. Well, the day's flying by. Been a nice day, nice and sunny. Had my dinner and my tea, so all sorted for the evening now. Job's a book. Nothing much else to report really. One small thing, I've got all my mat and my waist sling and landing net all drying out in the sunshine, which is a brilliant way to keep all the bacteria at bay. Kills most things, the UV rays, so I was trying to ensure that your mats and everything are bone dry and dried out in the sun if you can. Obviously it has to be a sunny day to do it, like, but if you can, it's always a good bonus for the fish, like, especially when you go to other waters and go back to your main water, if you like. You can always carry diseases in between each water, so, and we don't want to do that, do we? So takes a bit of beating, like I say, drying out in the sun. That's about it really. Looks absolutely bang on still out there, but it's all down to them fish again. It's been lovely and sunny. We've still got this cold easterly wind, which isn't too cold obviously because it's a nice sunny day, but fingers are firmly crossed for the evening and we'll just see what happens. Catch you in a bit. Hello again everyone. Just a quick wind up. Nothing to report on the Carp front. There's been another 3 lads turned up. It's obviously coming to Easter bank holiday weekend, so it's going to get busy and the forecast changed, so all the solar powered lads are turning up now. God love them. But that's how it goes. Mustn't complain. Just how it is, isn't it? So I'm just going to have a little treat, because as I keep saying, it's my birthday this week. It's actually in 2 days time, and believe it or not, I know you might find this hard to believe, I'm 60. I know I look older, I know I look younger. Anyway, whichever way it is, I'm 60, and I'm absolutely chuffed to bits to have got that far, to be fair. Motorbikes, since I was 16-year-old, I've always been on the road with motorbikes. I did some land speed racing for 4 years on motorbikes, which was from a standing start to a mile marker, and I was once even Europe's fastest grandad, would you believe, on a motorcycle with a top speed of 249.7 mile an hour, just that midgy short of 250. But not to worry, can't complain at that. Happy days. So you could make me extremely happy on my 60th birthday if those who haven't subscribed would please, because as my good mate Birchie keeps telling me, I don't know how many summers I've got left. Cheeky get, isn't he? But not to worry. So I'm a little chill. Archie, God love him, got me a little bottle of cider, which I was supposed to bring down for my birthday trip, but I forgot for the channel birthday, which I forgot all about. My lovely strawberry and lime cider. So I'll be enjoying that on a lovely evening like it is. I've got a bit of chicken tikka breast slices left from my panini, and a nice little bag of snacks, which are multigrain bites, sweet chilli flavoured crispy bites. So I'm looking forward to them. So that's it. I'm going to have a nice little chill before it comes in dark. Try and keep these goddamn diving birds off me blinking baited spots before the night draws in. There's the coop with the babies coming under the tree again. So yep, as I say, I'd love it if you'd subscribe please, and I'll keep these vlogs coming, and I can promise you very shortly there'll be a few whackers to be seen. It's only a matter of time. Thanks again everyone. If I don't see you during the night, I'll see you in the morning bright and early, because I'm away early in the morning because it's Good Friday, so the roads are going to be absolutely rammed. So I want to try and get away about 8-9 o'clock in the morning. Still bite time, but needs must. So I'll speak to you all again soon. Catch you later now. Cheers. Good morning everyone. Nothing to report, I'm afraid. Nope, just not playing ball. It's a proper cold night last night. Really was. Full moon, clear as a bell. Came out about 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, chasing these goddamn tufties. And it was just so bright, it was unbelievable. But not to worry. As you can see, the bivvy is absolutely soaked. It was that damp. Kind of been far off a frost last night, like you say, it was proper chilly. But looks like the old birthday chunk's not going to happen this trip, so I'll have to try and get a post-birthday chunk next time. But still got another 2 hours to go, 3 hours before I pack up. Like I say, it's only first light. Looks like the rest of the lake's in bed, I think. But they aren't missing anything either, so you may as well stay in bed. Right, I'm going to have a cup of tea, I'll have my breakfast, and a slow pack down and hit that goddamn road. It's Good Friday, so it's going to be a busy one. Well, that's it, me carpy friends, all done and dusted. Everything's packed away. No big birthday whacker for me this trip, but that's 3 trips in a row, we've caught on every one, so can't complain at that, can we? I know they weren't big fish, but as I keep saying, only a matter of time they'll come. Once these cold nights go, we'll be laughing. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to go home, enjoy my birthday tomorrow, because as I keep saying, big old 6-0 tomorrow. Can't believe it. Absolutely amazed. But yeah, brilliant. Going to really enjoy it, hopefully. Thanks very much for watching. All the best in your fishing. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would, please. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you all again soon. Cheers for now. Bye now.